When exploring the world, people discovered some truly complex structures. From towering monuments to strange underground networks, these buildings raise one huge question.
For these crystals to have gotten as big as they are, they had to have been growing for hundreds of thousands of years.
Were they constructed by people, or by an unknown civilization with capabilities beyond our own? Tag along for answers, and to watch the unseen wonders of the world that shocked everyone.
Whoa!
In a quiet forest, a traveler came across something strange. It stood there, reflecting the trees around it, yet something felt off. The more he looked, the more unsettling it became. It wasn't just a reflection, guys. There was a depth to it, as if the other side wasn't the same place at all. He stepped closer, reaching out, but hesitated. If he touched it, would his hand pass through? Would he see another version of himself? The air felt different around it, almost pulling him in. This wasn't just a mirror. It could be a doorway, maybe even a portal to another world.
As he goes through the mirror, you can see that the ivy is on the right side of the tree. But then when he goes back through and he turns around, the ivy is on the left. So it seems like everything has flipped. It's really disorienting.
Woods Gateway.
But to me, this is like, it's amazing.
Some boys went into the woods expecting to find ghosts, but what they found was even stranger. A giant ring-like craft resting on the ground. It glowed with a weird white light around its edges. The most shocking part? Inside the ring, a completely different landscape was visible. It wasn't the forest anymore. It was a snowy wilderness. It looked like a gateway to another place. They didn't dare to touch it or step inside, but imagine if they had. A direct path from the woods to snow, no plane needed.
A glow happening, but again, you're not going to get anything more than that until you touch it.
Desert monolith.
Very curious sighting in a remote part of the country, a mysterious metal structure that offers a lot more questions than answers. Our Clayton Sandell has this unusual story.
It was deep in the desert, standing alone where no one expected to see anything unusual. A strange object appeared, catching attention. It wasn't just a rock or a ruin. It was something else. Smooth, metallic, and towering, reflecting the light in an unnatural way. The sight felt out of place, almost as if it had been placed there for a reason. Some believed it had a deeper meaning, possibly linked to otherworldly visitors. Others thought it was an ancient marker. In the middle of nowhere, this monolith remained, leaving more questions than answers.
Since this monolith is on federal public land, the U.S. government will now have to decide whether to tear it down or to let it stay.
Buried city. Near the Euphrates River in Raqqa, visitors came across a strange, rocky formation. A staircase led down into the ground, with various passages and tunnels branching off inside. It looked like a long, hidden city had just been revealed. They captured photos and videos, and the discovery quickly spread online. If studied further, there could be a chance of uncovering an ancient site, untouched for centuries. Archaeologists might soon explore it, revealing what lies beneath the surface. Frozen portal. A boat of tourists was moving through the icy waters of Antarctica when they came across a massive ice wall. As they got closer, they noticed a tunnel-like opening. Curious, they went inside and kept going. When they reached the other side, they were stunned. The landscape was completely different. A dragon-like creature flew across the sky. And in the water, they saw what looked like a dinosaur. And above them, a strange oval-shaped ring floated. Maybe they had stepped into a different world, and that ice wall was just a gateway to it.
Whoa!
Sealed gateway.
Vosotros veis esto y ¿qué pensáis?
While boating on the lake, visitors noticed something strange. A massive rock formation shaped like a door, hidden within the rocky cliffs. It wasn't just a random formation. It looked like an entrance, with a tunnel behind it. But here's the eerie part. It was sealed shut, as if locked from the inside. Even the lake's water flowed into it, disappearing beyond the unseen barrier. Rumors spread that something was trapped behind it, something too dangerous to be set free. Some believed it was best left undisturbed. Visitors didn't dare get closer. Whatever was behind that door was meant to stay there.
Vosotros veis esto y qué pensáis?
Painted visitors. Ancient cave paintings have always been a mystery, but some seem far too unusual to be simple artwork. Deep in the Australian outback, strange figures were found on the cave walls. Large heads, wide eyes, and no mouths.
Radiating feathers that come off the head. Some believe that when you first look at these, they scream alien.
The locals believed these figures were powerful beings, ones that shaped the world itself. But others had a different thought. The shapes looked too familiar, almost like the classic depictions of extraterrestrials. Similar artwork appeared in different parts of the world, even showing what seemed like round objects with beams. Some believed it was proof of ancient visitors, but in the end, experts suggested another possibility. These figures could have been visions seen in altered states, painted by those who believed they had connected with another realm.
You don't see these type of images in other cave paintings done by Neanderthals and early man, which mostly deal with hunting and animals, deer, bison. But these paintings that we're seeing in Australia are totally unique.
Burning depths.
Oh, wait, is that fire? What? Wait. Dude,
At a deserted construction site, a worker pulled out a brick from the sandy ground. The moment he did, a red glow appeared from beneath. Inside, he saw a deep passage with no more bricks or sand, just an endless drop. The fiery glow flickered as if something was burning underground, but there was no source of fire. For a second, he couldn't believe what he was seeing. Had he accidentally opened a path to hell? How else could fire exist beneath the earth without reason? He stepped back, heart pounding. Whatever was down there, it wasn't meant to be disturbed. He quickly decided to cover the hole, hoping he hadn't made a mistake that couldn't be undone.
Put it back! Put it back!
Fiery rocks.
There's a fire inside the rocks.
Hikers were in the woods, exploring, when they came across a sight that made no sense to them. They were about to climb a rocky slope of the hill when they noticed a fiery red glow inside the rocks. They looked around but found no source of fire. Then, what was causing it? Later, they thought it could be magma or lava, the kind found in volcanoes. But at the same time, they couldn't shake the feeling that it was something else. A gateway to hell directly beneath them.
Dude, those rocks are glowing red.
I wanna see.
Serpent sign. Visitors at Chichen Itza stood before the towering pyramid, watching as the morning sun cast strange shadows on its steps.
Standing before this great pyramid, I understood nothing. I took every possible literature from Central American archaeologists to learn what's this all about.
Light and dark triangles moved down the stone, almost as if something was descending. This was no ordinary trick of the sun. The pattern only appeared on specific days, marking the changing seasons. To the ancient Maya, this was a message, a sign that a powerful figure once arrived from above, and one day it would return. Legend spoke of a flying serpent, a god who came from the sky. Was this just a myth, or did this ancient city hold proof of a connection beyond this world?
According to the ancient Maya myths, their main deity was Quetzalcoatl, or Kukulkan, Kukumats, all those different names for the exact same deity, which was described to be a winged or a flying serpent.
Screaming mine. The miners were deep in the cave, working as usual. Everything seemed normal until dust started falling from above. Then came the strange, eerie screams. The sound echoed through the tunnels, making them step back in fear. It was as if they had opened a path either to heaven or to a place where spirits still lived. screaming because someone had entered their land. Whatever it was, the mine was later closed for a while, leaving everyone unsure of what really happened down there. Sinkhole descent.
We're at a big pit today. Oh my goodness.
In a Tennessee forest, a massive sinkhole suddenly appeared, dropping nearly 200 feet into the earth. As explorers gathered, they marveled at the towering walls and strange formations below. This wasn't just a hole, it was a vast cave system, opened when the ground finally gave way. The explorers set up ropes, eager to descend into the dark pit. As they climbed down, revealing hidden chambers filled with unusual flowstones and pools of water. But whispers of a third pit stayed, hinting at secrets deeper within. The thrill of discovery kept them moving forward, eager to uncover what lay beyond the shadow.
Wow.
Lost tunnels. In India, a hidden world lies beneath the ground. The ancient caves of Ellora and Ajanta hold secrets that many have forgotten.
All of them are intricately carved out of solid rock into the side of a mountain. It is a whole complex of cloisters and walkways and auxiliary shrines.
Over the years, workers carved out massive temples from solid rock, creating a stunning maze of chambers and halls. But beneath this beauty, whispers of hidden tunnels and ancient machines linger. Some believe these tunnels were built with the help of unknown forces, leading to strange energy sources. As time passed, the caves fell silent, lost to the forest for centuries. What once thrived is now a mystery, waiting for someone to uncover the truth behind the ancient artistry and its true purpose.
An absolute magnificent feat of engineering and also logistics. And archaeologists have determined that over a time of 18 years, the builders scooped out over 400,000 tons of rock.
Mountain entrance. At Zion National Park, a man was exploring the Rocky Mountains and taking pictures. Suddenly, he saw something that made him zoom in for a closer look. He discovered a secret doorway in the mountains. It was perfectly shaped, not natural, like someone had made it long ago. To him, it looked like a temple where people might have come to pray. He imagined they could have left behind statues of their gods. Excited, he snapped photos and shared them online. They went viral, and now this mysterious place is on many people's must-visit list. Buried stairs.
It's out literally in the middle of nowhere, under this big oak.
In the woods, an adventurer stood near a giant oak tree, but it wasn't the tree that caught his eye. It was a giant hole beneath it. Curious, he checked and found stairs leading down. He carefully stepped inside and was shocked to discover a secret underground corridor filled with more stairs. Strange lights flickered, hinting that someone had been there. After descending further, he reached a door. When he opened it, he found a weird and creepy room. He mysteriously vanished after that. Maybe he had uncovered some dark secrets of the military? That's why they caught him. Cursed site. A group of Arab workers was at an abandoned site. One of them was digging when eerie screams and voices started echoing around them. At first, they ignored it, but the sounds kept getting louder. Then, out of nowhere, the worker digging was shoved by an invisible force. He ran back to the others, shaken. It felt like the land was once a cemetery, and the spirits wouldn't let anyone disturb it. Or maybe they had unknowingly uncovered a portal to hell.
Go!
Ancient puzzle.
These are the mysterious ruins of Puma Punku, nearly 13,000 feet in the Altiplano of Bolivia.
Puma Punku looks like a scene straight out of a lost civilization, scattered across the highlands of Bolivia. These massive stone blocks don't just lie around. They seem placed with precision, almost too perfect for an ancient society. Some of these stones weigh over 100 tons, yet they fit together like a puzzle. The people who built this place didn't have wheels or written records, Yet, they created something beyond explanation. Some believe these stones were molded like clay, softened by a lost technique. Others say this level of precision could only come from advanced technology, maybe not of this world. Crystal Tomb. Imagine stepping into a place so hot and unforgiving that survival is measured in minutes.
There are crystals that are huge, so big you can actually walk across them. And for these crystals to have gotten as big as they are, they had to have been growing for hundreds of thousands of years.
In 2000, explorers ventured into a hidden cave in Mexico, uncovering giant crystals over 12 meters long. The cave's extreme heat, over 50 degrees Celsius, made it nearly impossible to survive. The team wore special cooling suits to protect themselves, and every step was a challenge. The crystals, some as heavy as 50 tons, lay scattered around the cave, with sharp formations sticking out from the walls. As they ventured deeper, one massive crystal snapped like a sign of the cave's powerful forces. After just a few minutes, they had to leave because of the heat. The cave, once a secret, vanished from their lives. Maybe it was meant to stay hidden forever.
I was aware of the heat and humidity, but nothing prepared me for what hit me when I entered those caves. I felt like I was hit by a tsunami of tremendous heat and humidity.
Hidden tunnel. A group of wildlife experts went deep into the forest, expecting to study wild animals. But what they found wasn't on their list. Hidden between the rocks, they spotted an opening. It wasn't just a small passage. It led into a long tunnel. Inside, they found flowing water, making them think if it was once used by an ancient civilization, maybe people had built it to stay hidden during wars. The deeper they went, the more it felt like a place lost to time. If they kept searching, who knows? They might even find ancient artifacts buried inside. Lone door. A hiker was making his way through the woods when he saw something that made him stop. A giant wooden door stood in the middle of nowhere. No building, no hut, just the door. It looked too strange to be real. But then a thought crossed his mind. Could it be a portal? It sure looked like one. Maybe stepping through it would lead to another place, a different landscape, or even another world. He stood there, wondering what would happen if he walked through. If you found something like this, would you dare to enter? Giant builder. A video went viral, and for good reason. It showed massive stone temples in Malta, structures so large that no one knows how they were built. Local legends say they weren't made by humans, but by giant beings from the stars. One story tells of a meteorite falling from the sky, turning into a towering goddess named Sansa. The people feared her, but at a place called Gantia, she began building. She moved stones heavier than any human could lift, shaping them into a temple. To this day, these ruins stand, leaving many to believe they are still the work of a giant. Desert symbols. A YouTuber was flying in a plane when he looked out the window and couldn't believe his eyes. Below him stretched a vast desert. But what caught his attention were the strange lines covering the land. They weren't random. These were massive patterns, perfectly shaped. Later, he learned he had captured the Nazca lines in Peru. These enormous geoglyphs were made by the Nazca civilization over 1,000 years ago. Some form animals, others geometric shapes, and their true purpose remains unknown. Seeing them from above was both strange and magical, a sight that left him in wonder. Ancient portal. An old video started circulating online, showing authorities uncovering giant, ring-like structures in ancient ruins and deserts. Some were strange, others perfectly crafted, unlike anything made by humans. Recently, another video surfaced showing a similar structure. Metallic, well-built, almost like a stargate. Netizens believe these could be linked to aliens, advanced beyond us, using these portals to travel directly from space to Earth. Talking about experts, they are still studying them, trying to understand their true purpose. Disappearing road. A mountaineer stood at the top, capturing the scenic views, when he noticed something unusual. Down on the deserted road, a truck was moving along. It entered a tunnel-like passage, but never came out the other side. It was as if it had vanished into thin air. He believes it could be a hidden portal leading to an ancient underground city, perfectly preserved but abandoned. Others say the road is haunted, with ghostly entities making vehicles disappear. Many have reported similar incidents in the area, a road where trucks go in but never come out. What exactly is happening there? Metallic Guardian. A strange discovery caught attention. A massive metal sculpture shaped like a creature with large eyes. Solid and carefully crafted, it had a circular center, almost like it was hiding something inside. 3 ribs surrounded it, giving it an eerie look. Viewers believed it was more than just art, possibly linked to beings not from this world. This could be proof of an ancient visit, or maybe a key to something yet to be uncovered. If more were found, there might be a chance of uncovering something even bigger, possibly a hidden gateway to the unknown. Dark secrets. Something terrifying is coming your way, so hold on tight. A local exploring ancient ruins found a small opening in the rock. It looked like a cave, but inside he saw 2 figures, humanoid, well-preserved, hanging from the wall. Skulls and other strange objects were scattered around. The place didn't seem natural. It could have been a hidden lab used by scientists, or maybe a secret site for dark rituals. Whatever it was, he wasn't supposed to be there. He mysteriously vanished after that. Maybe he had uncovered some dark secrets of the military. That's why they caught him. Tomb mystery. Historians made a strange discovery in an Egyptian tomb. One of the walls was covered in unusual patterns and hieroglyphics. At first it seemed ordinary, but when a flashlight shone on it, something unexpected happened. One wall reflected a yellowish light, while another turned white, as if the light was being absorbed into the patterns. The sight was puzzling, almost like a hidden code waiting to be solved. If deciphered, it could reveal a long-lost chamber, possibly sealed away since the time of the kings. Just like the ancient stories, this tomb might still hold secrets yet to be uncovered. Peruvian secret. Deep in a cave in Peru, explorers uncovered a network of underground galleries. At the entrance, a massive face was carved into the rock, its features unusually large. As they ventured further inside, they found a strange sculpture with an elongated skull and markings resembling an otherworldly figure. The real shock came when they discovered an ancient book. Its pages held diagrams of unfamiliar symbols, celestial bodies, and strange beings. It seemed to hint at lost knowledge, possibly linked to beings from beyond Earth. Scientists are working to decode it, but the discovery suggests these visitors may have been here long ago. Flooded staircase. While exploring an abandoned mine, miners came across a flooded staircase deep underground. The sight didn't make sense. There was no water anywhere else in the mine, yet the staircase was completely submerged. A strange feeling came over them, as if the water wasn't just there by chance. It felt more like a seal, holding something beneath it. Local legends speak of a hidden force trapped below, warning that if the water is ever drained, it might awaken. The miners didn't take any chances. They turned back, deciding it was best left undisturbed. Rock tomb. An old clip has been making the rounds online, showing something strange. An ancient door cut directly into rock. They call it the Kapila Kaya rock tomb, sitting at the top of a mountain in Kirktalum. It's from the Hellenistic period, meaning it was made around 2,300 years ago. But here's where things get weird. It's called a tomb, yet no remains have ever been found inside. Some think it was looted long ago, but others wonder if it was never a tomb at all. The entrance is narrow, just enough for a person to fit through. But once inside, it's just an empty, square space. A place with no purpose. Or one we've yet to understand. Cliff doorway. A traveler wandering near a towering cliff spotted something strange. A doorway high above the ground, carved directly into the rock. No path led to it, and no one seemed to know why it was there. Locals had seen it before, but had no real answers. Hidden deep within rugged terrain, it remained unnoticed by most. Some thought it was just a natural formation, but there was more to it. This was once part of an ancient fortress, a secret refuge built to protect its people. Its design made it nearly impossible to reach, keeping those inside safe from outside threats. Hidden passage. A visitor was deep inside the underground city of Derinkuyu when he noticed something strange. A metal grill that should have been sealed was slightly open. Most of the city is off limits, with only 15% open to visitors, and the rest was hidden from public eyes. Some say hundreds of rooms remain unexplored, buried beneath the surface. Curious, he stepped through the narrow tunnel. The air was thick, the passage dark. At the end, he found a vast hall, stairs leading to an artificial stone wall, with more tunnels stretching beyond. Whatever lay ahead had been deliberately closed off. Cyclops Guardian. A video taken from unknown caves is becoming popular on the internet. It shows a cave with a one-eyed face carved inside, believed to belong to an ancient giant or king. Legends tell of a Cyclops king sealed within the mountain, acting as its guardian. After the video was shared, explorers ventured inside, hoping to uncover the truth. What happened next remains a mystery, as only their cameras returned, still recording. The echoes of their last moments may still linger in the shadows. Temple Gateway. In a hidden Egyptian temple, explorers found strange carvings that looked advanced. One drawing showed a bell-like object, sparking thoughts of ancient technology. Some said this temple was a stargate, allowing travel through time and space. Others whispered of a mysterious device linked to the god Osiris. Was this a gateway to another realm? The temple held secrets that seemed beyond human understanding. Visitors felt an energy that hinted at an ancient power, leaving many wondering what truly lay beyond those stone walls. What they discovered there could change everything. Sun Temple. Abu Gurob, a small Old Kingdom Egyptian site, features remarkable artifacts that suggest ancient high technology. Nestled between Giza and Saqqara, this site includes the Sun Temple of Abu Turab. Unlike tombs or pyramids, it showcases precision engineering in its obelisk base and astonishing alabaster structures. Visitors often marvel at the tube drill marks and circular saw cuts on these objects, hinting at advanced machining techniques. The site remains largely unexplored, preserving the mystery of how such incredible craftsmanship was achieved in the distant past. Hidden Chamber. A giant egg-shaped rock stood high above the ground, smooth and untouched. It seemed like just another natural formation until an earthquake struck centuries ago. A hidden stone door cracked and fell, revealing a dark chamber inside. The door had fit so perfectly that no one ever knew it existed. Locals placed a ladder to climb up and see what lay beyond. There were no markings, no signs of its origin. Maybe it wasn't just a chamber, but a place never meant to be opened. Hidden Gateway. In the woods, an explorer came across something strange on a rocky mountain. A hidden door stood before him, leading into a dark cave. He pushed it open, revealing a passageway stretching deep inside. The thought crossed his mind. This could be the entrance to a forgotten city, lost due to divine punishment or an ancient disaster. Some legends speak of places submerged after secret rituals went wrong. Myths say remnants of their civilization still remain, waiting to be rediscovered. But one question lingered. What if he stepped inside and never returned? He chose not to take the risk, leaving the mystery untouched. Lost Artifact. A very old video has been making rounds recently. It was found by the authorities and showed a giant portal-like door. Inside it, there was a small round craft surrounded by strange tentacle-like structures. It looked nothing like anything known. They believed that if the craft was pressed, a portal might appear in front of them. In 1903, a German archaeologist unearthed an ancient portal in Samarkand. Strangely, this artifact is missing today. It's not in any museum, But maybe it ended up in a private collection. He mysteriously vanished after that. Maybe he had uncovered some dark secrets of the military. That's why they caught him. Mysterious stairs. Climbing stairs and reaching nowhere? That doesn't make sense, right? But that's exactly what a hiker found. An old rocky formation with a staircase attached to it. The problem? The stairs led to nothing. At the top, there was only a blocked rock, as if something was once there, but had disappeared. This strange staircase was found near a small town on the east coast. Some say it was part of an old structure, but similar staircases have been found in places where no building ever existed. The hiker didn't stay long after that. Something about the place felt wrong. Let's move towards our subscribers' pick of the day. High above the snowy wilderness, a drone captured something beyond logic. A massive craft with a circular shape and multiple arms extending outward. It looked nothing like any known structure. At its center, there was a strange circular feature, almost like a portal. Could it be alien-made? Another clip from 2006 showed something just as shocking in Antarctica. A leaked video from the dark web revealed massive pyramid-like structures. Monuments that didn't belong there. Some believe they were built by an ancient civilization, left behind to honor their kings or warriors. But if that's true, why has this discovery been hidden?